the Citroen C3 Aircross. It is an updated version of it. So it's had a few little tweaks here and there. But let's be frank, it is an odd looking thing, right? I mean, I don't hate it. I actually think it looks quite cool. It certainly stands out in a crowd. But I've seen the comments, you know, people are making sort of on social media and everything about how horrific it looks and how fugly it is and everything. But I actually think in the middle it looks pretty good. I mean, I like that Citroen says it's now got like an assertive personality, and I'm like, I know a few of those. Maybe I'm considered that actually. You know, we like to stand out as assertive personality types, you know, which is what the C3 Aircross wants to do. There's some new colors, it's got new wheel rims, and then inside you've got like a new center console with a storage bin that you can access as a driver or a passenger. It's kind of like an odd thing that for me. I don't know why it's such a, you know, why it's a notable thing. I mean, anyways, you know, maybe that is important to some. Hey! It doesn't yell!
Don't shout, it's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. We gonna sip and party like it's your birthday.
And then it's got like a space thingamajiggy where the rear bench now slides forward or backwards. So you go from 410 litres to 520 litres of boot space, which is pretty impressive, I have to say. This can fold flat, this front passenger seat and everything. And again, these are all like sort of amazing, versatile attributes for if you're needing to, I don't know, what, like transport like a, I don't even know what you would transport. Something that's shaped like this, you know? I don't know. But anyways, I think for me, on a practical point of view, so I've got Luca's car seat in here, I put him in and out of it. And the roof line, I don't know what it is, but the ratio from like the back seat to the roof line is quite short. So I hit my head every time I'm trying to put him in and take him out. And when I'm trying to take him out or even clip him in, I have to put my head in, and then I'm quite close to him. And he sees this as an opportunity to murder me, okay? Then he's like, oh, mom's here. Or I get a shoe in the face or whatever. And he's not an aggressive child. It's just because I'm right up in his grill, you know. So that bothers me quite a bit. I think as well now with him in this, in the seat, whatever, his feet, the passenger here is going to have knees under their chin. I mean, you can just about fit in there, not comfortably, I can tell you, and certainly not if you're a tall passenger. And I just had the Peugeot 208 last week, and it was almost of a similar situation here, so of size. And this is more expensive than that and should be more spacious. So that is a bit of a bother. But that's sort of, you know, kind of where it ends. Again, this car has got so many quirks that you're either going to love or going to hate. Where do people just pull out of a stop street like, boom, thanks? If you see me coming, it's not an indication to quickly try and nip in front of me. There's no cars behind me. Wait for me. You don't have to brake because you're a tool lag. Anyway. I think this infotainment system, not the greatest, but once you get used to it, you sort of like, okay, it's just like a super simple in a way. It's like a very simplified infotainment system. The engine under the bonnet is a 1.2 litre 3-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine. You're getting 81 kilowatts of power and 205 newton meters of torque. Not bad, I say, not bad. It's bloody punchy. It's very responsive, as you can tell, which I really like. It's lovely to cruise on the highway, lovely around town. If ever so a little bit grumbly, but not anything to worry about. The gears actually very smooth shifting, and the drive is very smooth as well. I have a big issue with the old school, you know, handbrake thing here. I mean, I can get past that, I don't really care, but the gear lever itself sticks quite a bit when you're trying to put it into reverse or neutral and everything, and it's very, very annoying. I think over time that will loosen up a little bit, but it is off-putting for me, if I'm going to be quite frank, okay? But again, on a positive note, it's such a lovely car to drive. I've like thoroughly enjoyed driving it. So I think this is a car that is going to be for somebody who really wants to stand out, who doesn't want the run-of-the-mill sort of T-Cross, you know, just Volkswagen for the win for everybody. You know, someone might be like, no, bugger that, I want to stand out, I want to look cool, I want to look different, and this is it, let me tell you. I like all the finishes. I'm in the Shine model, so it comes in at around 425,000 Rand. I mean, the T-Cross comfort line is like 411, so it's a bit cheaper. But what I would consider maybe, actually, is the Peugeot 2008. If anything, for the drive of that car, it's really comfortable, really, really, really stunning. With that said, this is also very, very comfortable. The seats are comfortable. Again, the ride is comfortable. All very important things. I didn't mention fuel consumption, so it's claimed at 6.5 litres per 100 Ks. I'm sitting closer to like 9 litres per 100 Ks, which is quite disappointing. I would have liked that to be lower. I'm also, again, we know, a bit of a cuck driver, so my heavy-footed. Not cuck, heavy-footed. But yeah, so I would say to anybody who's sort of like in this sort of segment, if you don't need a lot of space and a lot of practicality, and you actually want like a lovely little run around, that's just going to make you smile when you look at it, when you're driving it, then the Citroen C3 Aircross is that car. Not the standard C3, the Aircross. Be sure to note that. Coming out like a 16 and making love, so come give me a hug.